Sika, money, l'argent can let you do something that you actually don't want to do. Have you ever done something that you didn't want to do, but because of money, you ever did it before? If you have ever done something like that, share it. Let's see your experience. Share your experience in the comment section. Now, I am going to share with you a very interesting topic in this particular video. Now, this video is going to talk about a particular documentary that was done by 3 News. 3 News is one of the news outlets we have here in Ghana. They covered a particular story concerning surrogacy. Yes, and that is what I'm going to talk about right in this video. If today happens to be your first time watching me, I am Youngstar. Wherever you meet me, I'm your boy Youngstar. Please don't forget, if you are first here or if this is your first time watching me, please don't forget to subscribe for me. After watching this video, please hit on the thumbs up. Click on the like button, like this video for me, and also share your thoughts on this video. So let's get straight into the story. One of their news outlets, that's 3 News, they posted a particular story out there which concerned or which was pertaining to surrogacy. Now, when we talk about surrogacy, someone watching may not know what surrogacy is. When we talk about surrogacy simply means like say, and I say, and I say, let's say a family who want to give birth, but due to one or two conditions, health-wise, they are not able to, give birth, and so they liaise with, a third party, and then they go into contractual agreement with the person, and at the end of the day, they sign contract, and that third person or that third party will give birth for the for whoever is in charge. Let's say a man, and then at the end of the day, you take your money and we take the child from you. Yes, that is what surrogacy is. So what I mean is to say be a obi me no wo be due to one or two reasons. Be a yeah, say per se and I say health wise, you know, yentimi enwo be na say sometimes the more ho never be match na and I'm saying do your hunting ya tia say be worry ya worry. But at the end of the day, we are finding it very difficult to give birth. But we need child badly, and that is the only way. So because we hear a badly, you know, what we have to do, they say either say adopt it and I say baby. But if we are not ready to adopt, we can hire a third party. Into the back who or be or no you're interested, say or person or now you're not into contract, then go into contract now. It's not as if you're going to have a sexual intercourse with a person, I mean your husband. But what they will do is that there's what we call artificial insemination. So with the artificial insemination process, what they will do is they will take the sperms of the man, then they will infuse it or inject it into the female. Okay, it's in the yes, and that is when they realize that the woman is very fertile and able to carry the child. Then they will do that process. Now, on also then they will carry akolano at the amount. That is what pretty much surrogacy is about.
5-year-old Rafia, not her real name, is not just pregnant. She's carrying the dreams of a couple. The single mother of a 5-year-old tells me her search for greener pastures led her to migrate from Kumasi to Accra. But she realized grass is not always green on the other side. Her friend then gave her an idea: surrogacy, one that will change her life forever.
How does that make you feel knowing that you're delivering a baby, a part of you, that to a family that you probably never might ever meet again in your life?
I don't have a problem with that. At least there's a family out there who needs a baby, and they are ready to have this baby because they have a home. I never had that kind of family. I never really grew up with a family, you know. So if there's someone out there who's spending a lot of money just to have a baby, and I have the power to make that possible for them, I don't have a problem with that.
According to the UN, surrogacy as a reproductive practice is on the rise. It refers to a form of third-party reproductive practice in which intended parents contract a surrogate mother to give birth to a child. Financial compensation is one of Rafia's motivation for undergoing this process. She's likely to rake in between 30 and 50,000 cedis to carry a couple's child. This is minus the housing and feeding costs for the entire duration of the pregnancy.
This for me is an opportunity. You know, I don't have to go, I don't have to follow any man, I don't have to date anyone, I don't have to be in bed with anyone. So for me, the money aspect is also very important. At least At the end of all of this, I'll get some capitals to start something with it.
But this process is not as easy as it looks. Issues such as the exploitation of surrogates and the rights of all parties involved need careful consideration. This is where Deborah Saka, a liaison officer at Minshe Child and Family Welfare Services, comes in.
A lot of people also are coming to the realization that it's an alternative that exists, and it's a safe alternative, especially when it's an agreement between consenting adults, for one person to help the other, of course, for whatever financial benefits there are. It also helps somebody to gain that family that they have always wanted.
She and her team have been instrumental in helping families and potential surrogates navigate through the entire process.
We put word out on social media every once in a while for people that are interested in carrying pregnancies to come on board, to contact us. And so we put the word out and then we wait for them to come.
She explains what qualifies one to be a potential surrogate.
To be a surrogate, you have to be within the age of 21 and 32 years. You must have had a child. At least you must have had one child that is still living. The living part is because when you have gone through the surrogacy bit and you have given up the child that you carried for 9 months, we want you to be able to go back home to your own. You definitely cannot have any form of illnesses or diseases, if they are, and are able to carry this pregnancy to term without problems. You must also be unmarried.
With no clear-cut laws governing the practice in Ghana, legal experts face the daunting task of ensuring the protection and rights of all parties involved.
Once that agreement is in place, the pregnancy has taken place, you can go to court for a pre-birth parentage order. So what that order does is that it names the legal parents of the child that will be born from the surrogacy arrangements. So if you have that order before the child is born, the intended parents, if they are the applicants, are named by the court as the legal parents of the child born through the surrogacy arrangements. So without that pre-birth parentage order, the surrogate mother, the woman who carries the child, is assumed to be the mother of the child.
So TV3 News did this story about surrogacy, and I was like, wow, sika the man for Bekwechi. Money go take people go where they no one go. There was this particular lady I saw in the documentary who, is undergoing through the same process, and you could see that she's happy. I mean, this so far as it is serving her or giving her some kind of revenue, it is supporting her financially. She's doing it, and I know a lot of ladies are doing this particular surrogacy. If today happens to be your first time hearing it, then you know there are some ladies that really want to go into it, or until your baby or surrogacy. Yes, so if you happens to have no or zero idea about surrogacy, then this video is for you. You can do surrogacy or carry especially those in abroad. You know, some of the people we have in abroad. Yes, some of them really want to go into it, and they are not, maybe their work schedules is not permitting them to carry babies and all that. Yes, they can contact you, and then you can also go into agreement with them, and at the end of the day, you have, some of them go to the extreme. People are earning like 30,000 to 50,000 Ghana cedis. I mean, if you are lucky, and then you are able to get into contact with some of these people in abroad, you can earn more than that. You can earn like $10,000, $100,000. I mean, depending on whoever is in charge, whoever you are doing that with. You can just why not say, on your time, the wife is why busy, ultimately, your time and conquer. You can earn more. So it depends individually. So surrogacy is something that is on the rise. Yes, it is rising because the ladies are doing it. Yes. Oh, how could I? You have to be very careful. Check out maybe your girlfriend. Now, what crowd say or connection training and answer or what crowd or what surrounding my move village. That mind say or say baby. I just or so guys, make your ID ground. More money and more because more money to firm because people are doing it. The ladies are doing it. and it is something that is going on. So if your lady has told you, say, oh, for 1 year near my if you know where she is, go and look for her, because by now, your company will be at say or undergoing through surrogacy. We are not just an homo, not just say or the baby tenacity. I just said, look as if nothing has happened. So, guys, that is it about surrogacy. People are doing it. What do you think? Do you think it is something that is good that people should do? If you are the one watching me, do you think because of money you do this? Share your thoughts on this video and let's build this family together. See you on the